Hi everyone, I'm Sarah Hartland from pureflix.com and welcome to Pure Talk. We're here with a special edition for you from Little Rock, Arkansas and the set of God's Not Dead, A Light in the Darkness. Now you might realize that our normal panelists are not here, but who is here is David A.R. White, who I'm sure most of you recognize. David, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We are so excited about this movie. Most of you will remember God's Not Dead 2 ends in a pretty significant cliffhanger with Pastor Dave being put under arrest. So what can you tell us about what happens next?
Well, I did get arrested, but they let me out to do Pure Talk because I'm a big fan. Well, what happens? You know, I don't know how much I can tell you except for the fact that I do get arrested. I do go to jail, and I do get out. And so, you know, we went back and forth trying to figure out and praying about what is God's Not Dead? What's the next installment of this movie? Because we wanted it to be right. We went through a lot of different drafts. I think we're totally maybe up to about 12, 13 drafts of this film because we wanted it to be right and we wanted to do the story that we were supposed to tell. And I think what happened in the process was you look around our society and there's so much brokenness going on, there's so much anger, there's frustration. Both sides of the aisle hate each other in a lot of different ways and the turmoil comes out. And so this movie really is about how do you bring those folks together? How do you bring healing, forgiveness, love, hope to our society? And it starts with individuals. Mm-hmm.
So this is the third movie in the God's Not Dead series.
Yep.
Obviously, Pure Flix believes in these movies, and audiences seem to really love them. Why do you think they're so appealing?
I just think they're relevant to what is going on in our society. And there's not a lot of movies that, obviously, you know, in every movie there's a storyline, there's love stories, there's thrillers, there's all these different genres. But there's really not a lot of, when God's Not Dead hit, there were no other movies like it for, you know, dealing with the that kind of stuff. And so apologetics in the college university. And I think that just radiated, you know, to individuals, to so many people who had kids that were going through that. If you look at the end of the God's Not Dead, you know, there's like 40, 50 court cases that are actually happening in our society today and going on right now.
Wow. So there's been a lot of people that have said, because God's Not Dead is one of the highest return on investment movies of all time, not just among Christian movies, not just among indie films, but of all time. And so there's been a lot of people who have said that it kind of changed the course of Christian films, both in the eyes of consumers and in the eyes of studios. What's your take on that?
I think 2014, you know, they called it the year of the Bible, in part because faith films had really kind of been not obsolete, but almost non-existent. Yes, Pure Flix has been around since 2005. We've been making, obviously, you know, go on pureflix.com. There's a lot of faith films that you'd probably never even heard of or didn't even know existed. They hadn't, you know, risen to that level to such awareness. So when God's Not Dead came around, and Son of God, and, you know, Heaven is for Real, it's like Hollywood took notice that, oh wow, there are these people who are seeking faith films, positive, uplifting, inspiring messages, and they want to see them in the theaters. They want to see, you know, they actually do have a passion to know what's going on in the spiritual realm and dealing with culture in a positive, you know, view from the Word of God.
And of course, that's not a surprise to Christians, but it did seem to surprise a lot of people in Hollywood.
It did.
Yeah. So your wife, Andrea, joined us on Pure Talk not that long ago. We all like her, think she's pretty great. She had some nice things to say about you. What's it like to work with your wife on set? What's it like for spouses to work together?
Yeah. I don't know what it's like for most people to work together with their spouse, but we really like it. And obviously, I think we've been married close to 14. This is where men go off the rails because we don't really know the years. 14
Time flies when you're
years?
having
Maybe
fun.
You would know.
That's what you mean.
I don't, I got a black eye. She gave me a black eye earlier. Not my wife. This one. But I love it. I mean, Andrea and I, we have 3 kids between the ages of 4 and 11. It's not like we've got had a lot of sleep in the last 11 years. And so when we're actually on set, that's kind of a vacation for us both when we get to work together.
That's so cool. Okay, last question. Switching gears to pureflix.com. Because we have originals like Hitting the Brakes, which you and Andrea both star in together. Yeah. So fun. Hilton Head Island is coming early November, the Encounter series. Why is there such an emphasis being put on original content like those shows?
Obviously the trend today is people want to be able to download, and stream content on a consistent, regular basis when they want it, 24/7, 365 days of the year. And pureflix.com allows that because obviously, more and more we're going to the streaming services. Watching television with all the ads is not exactly fun. It's tough for me now that I'm in a hotel and I have to actually watch regular TV, and it's really tough because nothing's recorded. I can't fast forward. I can't pick and choose. But with pureflix.com, the most awesome thing is you can get it on your phone, you can get it on your iPad, you can get it on your computer, and so I can take it with me to the hotel, and I appreciate that. You can take it with you anywhere. In fact, I was watching, I got a little special peek at Hilton Head Island, the soap opera that's coming to PureFlix in November, and I have to say, it was a joy to be able to steal away in corners when I'm, when I'm working just for a break, and to be able to watch, especially original content, something that's never been seen before. And that's what's so exciting.
Yeah. Well, the mission of Pure Flix overall is to change the culture for Christ.
Absolutely.
So that way of engaging with culture where culture wants to be met is really neat. Any final words for Pure Talk viewers, especially as they're all eagerly awaiting God's Not Dead, A Light in Darkness?
Yeah. I just think that, God has a special plan for each and every one of us. He puts these things inside of us. He gives us all these dreams, these desires, these passions. But ultimately, he gives us purpose. And, the things that he does, I've been blessed that he's done through me to allow me to be part of this bigger plan. We live in a sight and sound generation. Our culture is impacted by media. And I'm so thankful. The Lord gave me at an early age this dream, this desire to be in media. And he's allowed me to do that, but then also to do it even to a better, no, I don't want to say better, but to a something that matters. I love the content that we're able to make that's inspiring, life-changing, and it has purpose. And you walk away after you've watched whatever show on pureflix.com, almost everything on there, and it's good for the family, it's good for your son, your daughter, your wife, but ultimately it's really good for you too, and I'm thankful for that I could be part of it.
Yeah, the comments that we get every single day on Facebook, on PureFlix Insider, about how this content, in a really simple way, blesses people in their everyday lives. It's really, really great to be a part of. So thank you so much, David. We know you're excited for God's Not Dead, A Light in Darkness, and it'll be in theaters in March of 2018. But in the meantime...
March 28th.
March 28th.
2018.
It's coming soon. But in the meantime, be sure to catch Hilton Head Island early November on pureflix.com. There's always new stuff on there, guys. And be sure to catch the next episode of Pure Talk. We're excited to talk to you about faith, culture, news, all from a Christian worldview.
And if you haven't seen Hitting the Brakes, you should see that one too.
Definitely check it out, because David and Andrea are in it side by side. Doesn't get any better than that.
You should be in Hitting the Brakes.
Yeah?
I think you should.
Season 2, is it coming?
Well, it should be. We should look for that.
Comment below if you want to see a second season of Hitting the Brakes. Let us know. We're listening.
Don't hit me. If you don't.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time on Pure Talk.